The mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption.
What we're doing today is we are watching a analog horror series. Yeah, I know you're probably wondering, why am I suddenly watching a bunch of analog horror series? Didn't you say you hated it? And the answer to that question is, yeah. And today we are watching a series that is relatively popular and, from what I've heard, high quality in the grand scheme of analog horror. And it goes by the name of Carnis. Allegedly, it's nothing to do with the PlayStation Vita, which is really, really disheartening. I thought it was going to be a nice look into the PlayStation Vita's production, but it's not. It's nothing to do with it. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. So I guess without further this video talks about and shows imagery of graphic content. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized viewing of the footage. I didn't finish that in time! Any reproduction, distribution, or display of this video is prohibited. The possession of this footage may lead into investigation and detention. If released from custody, the apprehended will face a penalty of $500.
On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years.
Yes.
Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments. From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself.
Yes, I know.
Only until very recently, things have changed.
Oi! Why is it turned into Plague Inc. already?
Forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research,
National Living Meat Research,
have been studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about
Living Meat Research.
First, what are these new life forms?
What are they called?
Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, has been much debate on what these newcomers are, and where they came from. Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth, or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what our scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain. Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But here is what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones.
Scannable?
They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat.
Just cook them?
Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita Carnis. The Carnis species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their Carnis relatives. The Carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the Carnis species, the crawl.
Oh my god. All I'm gonna say is that I feel like that would be nice and crunchy. No, don't do it. It's an eldritch abomination. It's going to eat you from the inside. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi. A primary stem structure is the host to divisions of other smaller branches.
This just feels like a big
The source of
moment.
these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces.
Oh my god.
Using its
That's
root-like
pretty big.
tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means. Using a sophisticated form.
I didn't like how long that pause was. I was waiting for them to say what was the what are the other means.
Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments.
Except oh it was an error. I thought that was on purpose, where it's like just this part of South America, this like small part over there,
allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere. One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors.
Oh my
but
god.
Due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well.
Okay, so they can eat the crawl, and the crawl provides energy. Is the setup that the crawl just grows inside when they scan it?
Of all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again.
Oh!
This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness.
Oi! I saw that. I know that shaking effect. Anywhere. Radio tower overgrown with crawl!
And its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms. The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality.
So the big catch is that they're going to be using this crawl, but the crawl's going to be crawling all over major buildings. And you've seen the radio tower get overtaken by it.
The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans,
okay,
and reliably
let's see.
so. But due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards.
No! Just season it!
The crawl also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal. This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
The trimming. Oi! You can't just do that and not make me want to go and pause. Once upon a time, I think there's a once upon a time. Damn it! This bit rate's got me there. I think we're gonna have to remember this for later.
Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head.
I really like the diagrams.
Holes, and an agape mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs and other characteristics.
Oi! So it is going to slowly turn into like Beyblade prints.
One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length.
Maximum of 20 centimeters. That's like, yeah, still eatable.
No larger than a basketball.
Yeah. How would Hack season these guys? Paprika, and probably some motherboard dust.
Omnivore. Being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals. Although its appearance is unsightly, it is a cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened. Because of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators.
Yeah.
Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
Oi, you can't be doing these After Effects shakes! Mass trimming infestation. Estimated 400 plus trimmings gathered under a large abandoned satellite dish. Uh-oh. Wait, the something... I don't know if it says reasons, but they spelled reasons wrong. The reasons are something.
Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl. Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests. Due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night.
So you say you can't keep them as a pet?
Some people still keep trimmings as pets.
There we go!
Relatively domesticate them. The next species on our list is the meat snake.
The snake. Oh, again? Okay, what was that? During travels on what? Okay, it's a story. So the thing is, it was a kingdom, and then during the travels on one of their expeditions, a great storm struck. It was so powerful, it swayed the boat the royal family rode and pushed the prince out and into the sea.
The meat snake is a worm-like creature made of a variety of types of meat coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane. Its size varies during its lifespan,
oh my God,
depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the crawl, eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters. Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly
surpass that length from war.
The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism. The meat snake allocates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby.
The there's a cock in its mouth!
Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole. Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals.
Oh my
Some
god.
will break down soft tissue like skin.
Oh my god.
And the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible. After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be wasted, but it's not. It uses it to extend the meat snake. So that could be a problem. Imagine if it gets to like a whale or something.
Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted.
Fingernails?
The meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its own skull, each corresponding to what that one has consumed.
And we've just decided that this is normal.
During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed. A meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
It's older than me. For some reason, as this was going, I kind of assumed that this was going to be like it was going to be like SCP-682. The only thing that's different is that obviously it doesn't talk and there are weaknesses. If it did mention they had no weaknesses, I just would have been like, hold on a second.
Interestingly,
hold on a second. Why did burning? Hold on a moment.
Disease.
Why was burning
preserving chemicals
shown for a bit longer than the others?
The ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating.
Burning is the right way to do it.
The meat snake is the only member of the Carnis family that is able to reproduce.
What's my chopper doing on stream? Why'd you leak it?
When a meat snake reaches an
change your iCloud password
and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms. Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot, not too cold.
Whoa. So why is the UK selected here? We have compared to America, maybe not, but the UK,
Their population depends entirely on the amount of corpses available. Where there is death, there are meat snakes. Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin. Dispose roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts, and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals.
Oh, wow. They actually do use them. I thought it was, imagine like a mob bus just has like a meat snake, just tells like Johnny, like, hey Johnny, feed him to the meat snake.
They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame. It is an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell.
Not the smell.
Our next creature is the mimic.
The what? That's so hard to... Wait! After being stranded at sea, the young prince was eventually cast to an island. Injured, the prince stumbled his way into a nearby cave. The prince used what magic he could to put himself to a healing sleep. Next to a cave? You want to heal yourself at a cave?
The mimic.
Hey, the mimic!
The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy. They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include
XQC without
extended finger length.
XQC without. You missed a page earlier, by the way. Wait, I did?
Natural disasters.
So it must have been
war,
like...
or plague. It can greatly surpass this.
Oh! Largest meat snake ever discovered. During a sweep of underground Wait. Ooh. Grammar and spelling! Made during the war, a massive-sized meat snake was discovered stuck inside an underground railway. The beast was measured at a total of 40 meters in length. It's believed that bodies gathered during the war were fed to the creature, causing it to reach the unbelievable size. Cult activity. Oh. This living meat organization. Are we sure it's like a non-profit organization?
The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent
Bulging.
feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped.
What if they're just really, really happy?
A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
It just completely stopped. Wait, let me hear that again. I need to hear that again.
A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
Ah, so that's, yeah, they probably, they're probably not going to be able to use this. How will we use them to our advantage? I want to know. Maybe they have them as soldiers and they just be like, if fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight.
Because of this, they're...
Whoa, oh, hang on. Hey, why is it Nigeria that's, hey!
The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl. They closely resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life. Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning. It's
the slender... Oh, so what's the third one? Mimic locked inside home after owner escaped.
Style changes and becomes much more complicated.
Say cheese!
It now stalks and feeds only on
Oh my god.
humans. It will locate...
Hey! You can't just do that. Mimic locked in home after owner escaped. I do find it funny it says after owner escaped. Like the owner of the mimic. The mimic had enough. It's like, I've had enough!
To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These include clothing, mannequins, and furniture.
Furniture! It's basically prop hunts.
The mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This is typically when the human is asleep at night. Once the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption.
Oh! What does the mimic do?
Execute and immediately begin consumption.
Execute and immediately begin consumption. Execute, not even kill.
Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population.
Holy hell, it's much larger now.
And begin to digest its meal. In the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Oh my god. Alright. Oh, wait, is the mimic gonna break through or is the mimic already inside? Oh, oh, out. Why would you go in a room that doesn't have a window? Oh, he's cooked. Oh, they're cooked. They're cooked. Turn the light off. Turn the light off. That's so bait. You muppet. He's gone inside. You weapon, turn off the light. I bet he's just waiting outside, just like, really? Yeah, look at that. Look, look, look. Are you doing this for the vine? Yeah, he was, obviously he was gonna see that. Yeah, he should have a, oh. Oh, that's cool. It did kind of look a bit goofy, but that's one way of doing that. It's kind of their fault. It looks like it dropped onto them.
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has 2 potential morphs it may develop into. If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features.
Oh.
It will grow skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being. It now can blend entirely into civilization and lure other humans more effectively.
Yeah, but what if the if you start looking and acting more like a human, surely you'd want to start just scanning like Mackies or something at that point.
Second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger,
fatty one.
more evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away.
Holy shit, the marionette! So we could use that as, that could be used as a weapon.
This excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin. The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin.
Oh my god.
Nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a
Alright,
mimic
I
encounter.
would hear this.
Here are the instructions.
Run.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or
Okay.
there have been mimic sightings. 2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities.
Not fight it!
3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route.
So they're just saying run.
4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people.
So you have to be out here just going, somebody! Help! It's basically just the give up position.
5. If you have a weapon, do not use it.
Oh,
A mimic
what?
is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time.
Really?
Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks.
So what if you had like an AR or something? Surely in America they would...
In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture. A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey, and will move on.
Be safe, and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs.
Take your basketball, cross it, and use the confusion to run. Just go like... just cross it. But the prince's sleep was long. He slept for what seemed like forever. As he slept, the land around him changed and grew. It was unrecognizable from when the prince first arrived. But the sleep still needed time to heal the prince, much more time. But it kept the prince safe while he rested, guarding him from the elements as the land changed.
The harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter. The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally.
150 meters?
A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow.
Oh.
Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis.
Oh my god! So like, what if you got him pricked with both of them at the same time?
Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently.
Oh!
The tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse.
Yep.
The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently until succumbing to blood loss.
Oh!
Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. These tendrils sense the blood and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards.
This is over
This
150
movement lifts the soil
meters.
and
That's
slowly
OP
pulls
as
the body
fuck.
underground. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird.
Wait, what? So it only goes after tall people. That's fucked up.
The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forest.
Ah, yes. London is completely and utterly untouched, so we're completely fine.
If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100% positive.
Oh, I saw that! Family attacked by harvester while hiking. Authorities refused to handle the harvester, only putting up warning signs. So is it one big conspiracy? Or is it the fact that the government understands that we can't fuck with any of this, so the best thing to do is just let them live?
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
Well, yeah.
If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements.
Rather forgiving. Damn. This literally it's giving you game dev tips. Don't press anything. Don't press a button and don't panic. You don't have any iframes.
If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb.
Oh, shuffling, so you can't just like leg it. Oh, that's... Imagine someone just gives you a bowling ball and then just chucks it and then you just run as fast as you can.
Throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue
150
until
meters
you are
is a
completely
long
sure
time.
you are out
A
of
long
harm's
time,
way.
long distance.
Next up is the host.
Huh? The what? Something that came during a time of hardship. There were the island critters. The critters were struggling. There was barely any food to go around. They would gather whatever. We got cryptids now.
The host of influence, more commonly referred to as
The Slender!
host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event, not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking
Cryptos?
organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics. Instead of skin, the host
Oh my
is
gosh.
covered in muscular tissue fibers.
It does look like the boiled one, doesn't it?
These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs.
Oh!
Luckily-
I saw that! Ew! Like, ew! Ew! What was the second one? Oh. It's a cult. Cult.
Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America.
Americans!
The spores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an
COVID.
organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them. An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection, the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change.
They go whiter!
Numbness of joints and lack of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include
They're turning green.
dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services.
Why is it going darker?
After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk.
Oh!
The direction the infected will walk
They're
is
going to
towards
the host!
whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual.
Uh-oh.
Makes their way to the host. They will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs.
Oh! Oh, no!
The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual. If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs.
They even have they have the knee sliding pose. They have the the Victor Moses knee sliding gif. It's like, take me!
And the host will promptly gut and remove those
Oh
organs.
my god.
The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps. However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection,
Oh.
the effects will wear off and return back to normal.
Oh, okay. Will they have any memory of it?
If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location.
Look out the window, you see a host there, and then it just uproots itself. It's like, I'm bored. And just scuttles off.
Their scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes
The only
getting
known
info
photos
about
of a
the
living
very
host.
daunting.
Why does this feel like SCP-096? Well, they couldn't have got up and walked away.
Next, the monoliths.
Oh my god. I thought that was a Teletubby for a second. Like without the thing, I was like, wait, that's Tinky Winky's Wait, hold on. I don't know whether you can see this, but Look, why does it feel like that's part of the diagram? Like, I think, was it a trimming? It's either a trimming or it was a harvester. Oh, that's a lot clearer. Although one day the critters found the cave while searching for food, they found the prince in trance in his healing sleep. The critters were so awestruck and enchanted by the prince's magic.
The monolith is
You just need the crown.
Only showing up in June of 1972 in the area of.
Oi! Oi! Oi!
There are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter. This ring of monoliths.
Bootleg V1. Stop swearing!
The monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each monolith
Hacks
has
kinda
2
height.
trunk
Oi.
legs that are firmly embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso.
That's aura.
The creature
That's so
itself
much
is made
aura.
of
Structure on the top of the body is capable of retracting large bellows of noise. Oh, it's noise. It's like Siren Head.
What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in.
Hey! Stop
During
swearing!
this period, they were extremely aggressive. When the group of
Damn! Going into the
were
slurs
making
as
their
well.
way to the city, the monolith that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team,
Oh my
completely
God.
wiping them out.
Oh my
When
god!
military vehicles were dispatched, once they got close enough to top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity. Long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
Yeah, but did it work? It probably didn't. It probably 682 that. Yo! Gotta hit them with the 1738.
Although damaged,
Wait, was that something there?
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed.
Oh!
Eventually, the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all. Ever since, the monoliths stand silently, now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings.
If missiles
And
didn't
finally,
work.
the last creature on this list is.
The whole bloody... Oh, it's the whole planet! I think they were alluding to it, surely. It's either that or it's the area of the planet, because why has it just gone back to, Earth? Wait. What does that say? Who is this creature? Why are they here? Are they dangerous? A thought was brought up. What if this creature could use his magic to help them? It may grow food or heal sickness. They continue to argue about the prince and his magic. But in the end, the majority of the critters, I think, decided that the prince was dangerous and should not be meddled with? Was that Morse? Anyway.
The Singularity is an orb comprised of a dark-colored mineral with hints of luminous colors within its core.
Damn, there's not even bothering with, like...
It's estimated to be 1 meter in diameter. The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The Singularity
I love how I just went completely into just like, are you sure I should be knowing about this?
typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force. There are also a variety of reading that has been documented coming from the orb itself. Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and other pattern-like signals.
You can kind of
released
hear
by
it.
the Singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown.
You can hear a repeated
Almost
noise.
all info about the Singularity is hidden or confiscated by officials. We were only able to receive one classified document about
One.
the Singularity being held by...
What is that? What is that droning noise that they're using? I think
Marvelous
it is.
and majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives
meat.
of these living meat creatures.
Thanks for watching. More to come. But that was a Living Meat Research documentary. And I actually really like that. As in, okay, let's start with the cons first. There's not many, but the biggest one is, apart from the spelling errors and everything, the usage of the formats Because it seems like it's not set in modern day. This is not a modern day production. This is set in like the 80s or the 90s. The only problem is that it's kind of inconsistent with the content of the documentary and the way that it's shown. Like, I know I'm very much a stickler for this, but I really wish that it utilized more of the fact that it's a tape, because it was essentially a PowerPoint presentation done really, really well with the footage. I really like the usage of the short segment trying to escape the mimic, and the mimic just attacks the person holding the camera. I like the fact that it gave us some questions that may or may not be answered in future installments. I don't think that's it with Vita. I think there's more. Let's see the cook at home kitchen cheese cook. Oh wait, we skipped this. All right, let's go for it.
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
Baby.
Choose the right channel.
Have any information of the whereabouts?
Wait. Whoa, hold. Vincent Barrere, August 28th, 1968, place of birth, Alberta, 185 centimeters, 64 kg? Are you sure it's not Canadian? It's XQC. They're a mimic. They are a mimic. Get the right channel.
Dish that
Ooh.
has recently gained a fair amount of popularity. Today's dish will be a cheesy crawl penne.
That logo is terrible. But that looks like it smells disgusting. That shade.
To start off, these will be the ingredients you will need. 3 cups of penne pasta.
All right.
Roughly 3 cups worth of fresh crawl.
Yeah.
Try to get a variety of sizes when you buy your
Oh, God.
or when you harvest them yourself.
Wait. You could just buy crawl. How much do you think Tesco would be selling that for? I'm thinking a pack of 6 for £10.50. Oh my God.
1 tablespoon of dill. 1 tablespoon of garlic. A pinch of pepper.
That's a lot of stuff.
Finally, the most crucial ingredient. Nutrier Company's newly released.
Of course. Wait. That's that symbol. That symbol was shown in that glitchy part in the documentary. They're not defeating the cult allegations.
First, get a medium-sized pot and fill half of it with water.
What if I did a cooking stream and actually made this? You need to pour that with conviction. That's what happens if you slowly pour it there. That jug sucks. A succulent crawl meal?
Add a pinch of salt, which is used to help the pot come to a boil faster and help flavor the pasta. Grab your crawl and a sharp knife. Begin to cut the meat into a rough mince.
All right. Oh yeah. That's taking a lot of effort. You gotta cut that a bit better than that. Oh God. Ugh. Oh, that sound. Oh no, not the sound editing in post. Ugh. Oh, they really messed that up. That's a shoddy job. That is a shoddy job.
Crawl is soft on the outside, but the interior has a surprising sturdiness.
Yeah, no, that is. Oh, this is definitely a white person cooking.
Mince the green onion into rough segments.
See, that's not so hard, is it? Why is none of the stuff that is collected in arm's length?
Grab your skillet and preheat with along some oil.
This is really poorly.
Crawl and spread it evenly across the skillet. Stir occasionally until crisp and brown.
There's no, bro, I don't see no oil. Don't just put it away!
As your water reaches a boil, add your penne and stir occasionally.
Okay, I know I shouldn't be making jokes about that, but look, it's cut off. Look at the smoke cut off here. I feel like it's kind of mean to make jokes about it. But imagine looking at that and being like, they're not even cooking! It's a fake and a fraud! Like, surely it's intentional, right?
At this time, your crawl will be brown and crisp.
I'm taking everything that I said back because what the fuck? You could have just got mince.
Add your minced green onion and then the spices.
That actually genuinely looks like dog food. The loop is gonna be so
Lay the cooked penne evenly into your dish.
jarring. Oh. There has to be a shot of him trying this.
Sprinkle a generous amount of cheese along the still warm crawl.
Oh! He had a gas mask on. I didn't see. Wait, I actually didn't see. Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe that's how they. Aren't there spores and that stuff? The one the host uses, then be feeding that to the masses, and because wait, the flavor enhancer. That's the same color as the spores, and it has the cult sign on it. I have a feeling I know where this is now going. I have a feeling I now know how this is, where this is going.
Enhancer, but allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius, or else the enhancer will not work.
Yeah, the enhancer will not work. This is to debate people into taking it so that the spores poison them. Oh, the TV's off. The person watching it, try it. Oh, that's loud. See, look! It is! It's the thing that was glitching out in the documentary. Who are they? I saw that. No, don't scare me! Ah! Although the other critters ignored the rest of their fellow kind, instead, they secretly visited the slumbering visitor. They snuck what little food they had and carefully fed it to the prince, greatly hastening their recovery. Cooks the ugliest food known to man, makes up a cult to pretend it was intentional. Masterful gambit, sir. The next one is a guide to owning a pet trimming.
Many people get pets for companionship. They form bonds and grow relationships with these animals, even to the point of them being considered a part of the family. Most people get dogs or cats, but maybe you want something more interesting.
Like?
Then, you may want to get yourself a trimming.
Oh, look
These
at
lumps of meat have grown a reputation to be a loving companion.
Me stroking my
For many people,
This is
first thing
practical,
to
isn't
keep
it?
in mind when keeping a trimming is the temperature of your home. While trimmings are resilient to both high and low conditions, you want to keep your base temperature near room temp, maybe slightly cooler. That being said, trimmings prefer warmer areas to nest. A simple setup you may use is a box with some blankets on the inside.
Oh.
Make sure there is enough for your trimming to cover itself.
Oh.
And now, you have a comfy bed for your buddy.
Oh, that's...
A diet of dry cat or dog food that is high in protein,
Oh.
provided 2 times a day, is best. As a
No, I
treat,
want one.
you may give your trimming any scraps of your food. A thing
Yum.
to remember is trimmings are nocturnal and make plenty of noise.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Why is it getting louder? Why is it getting louder? Why is it? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Try to give your trimmings first meal in the late morning or afternoon. This helps them be active during these times instead. Another thing to consider if you want a pet trimming is where they will be living. Your home should have enough space for your trimming to roam around, as well as access to the outdoors.
So basically, the UK is cooked in the UK.
Be sure to take your trimmings on regular walks. This gives your trimming the exercise they need, as well as allowing them to meet other trimmings. Trimmings are a social creature and need to interact with others of their kind, like how they do in the wild.
Imagine seeing that thing skitter across the room. What if it's like Smiling Friends, where they go really quickly across the room, just like... So why are you going to do that?
As said before, trimmings are social creatures, so be sure to give them plenty of affection. They love receiving pats, scratches, and pets. They also love to sit
Straight up
with you
stroking
and
it.
cuddle. Simply talking to them is plenty enough. You can talk about your day, if anything interesting happened at work.
Yeah, I do like the dedication to create a life side thing of the creatures is great.
Trimmings are very good listeners and love to be involved.
The fact that you went and made the practical
With all
version
of
of
these
it,
in mind,
that's
you
awesome.
are now well equipped to have a trimming become a part of the family. Do things right, and you will have a companion for a long while.
8 to 12 years. Oh! Hey! One day, the prince, I think it's the prince awoke suddenly. Thanks to the critters past. Okay, so the prince is now awake. Meat snake specimen. Archived footage. Should we go for that one? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that one. Ooh, actual tape. Actual tape question mark? Warning. The unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or viewing of the following footage is strictly prohibited. Infringement of these instructions leads to severe penalties enforced by federal law. Discard this tape immediately.
In the year of 1945, with the war finally ended, the cleanup process had started. During routine sweep of an underground train tunnel.
Is that an eye? I was gonna say, is that the mouth?
The cleanup crew made a grotesque discovery. Found completely filling the tunnel was a meaty wall, and in the center of the mass was an opening with several skulls surrounding it.
Oh.
Closer inspection of the blockage
Skulls.
revealed that the mass was actually an extremely engorged meat snake. A typical meat snake's color is bright reds and light browns. This particular meat snake was a very deep maroon. Meat snakes are normally sluggish.
Yeah, the teeth are skulls.
But the specimen discovered seemed to lack even basic motor functions, and by the looks of weathering, it had been in there for quite some time. So how did it get so large? The answer was discovered by a different cleaning crew, who found the other end of the tunnel. They followed it until it met with the other end of the meat snake. Alongside it was a huge pile of Alongside it was a huge pile of
corpses! It was a corpse party up in here. I remember, didn't they say they were using the bodies to feed the meat snake?
Here, you can see the clear difference between this meat snake specimen versus
smoker versus non-smoker.
a normal meat snake's membrane. Testing on the sample showed that it had.
Then the article said it was a cult activity.
Meat snake was later discovered to be missing by unknown survivors.
Whoa! Hold on. It was discovered to be missing by unknown survivors. It's all one big conspiracy. Look at that medal. So right now we've had the medal here, the scran that was being made out of the crawl, squid get. For God's sake. One of the critters built up the courage to meet the now awake stranger. They crawled to the prince's side and extended their hand in friendship. The prince reached back, and together they formed the bond that will change their fate. Hang on, why do the critters look like the cult members? The next one's the Mimic Defense Instructional Tape. Oh, now this is my kind of tape. Oh, damn.
As of the time of this video's release, we have been facing a concerning increase of missing persons and fatalities on a global scale. The reason for this is because we are under attack. We have discovered that there has been a significant growth of mimic populations, which is threatening public safety.
I'm not gonna lie, having the mimic look like that on the black background makes it so much more ominous than when it was like the nice friendlier look in the documentary.
National leaders have released this instructional recording to teach you on how to defend yourself. Here is what you need to know about the threat. Mimics are humanoid, intelligent predators that are highly adaptive and feed solely on human prey.
There's no elder version yet.
Mimics gain information on people by
what if the elder version was just hidden?
Watching their daily lives and pick to hunt people when they are most vulnerable. The most common times a mimic will attack is when you are asleep, that walking alone, or in a cornered position. Mimics are cautious and calculative creatures, taking precautions to ensure a successful hunt. They utilize various tactics to capture a person by surprise.
By jump scaring.
One of the more well-known tactics is hiding itself inside of furniture to blend into its environment. Common objects.
Do you reckon they're mimic Twitch streamers? Oh my God!
That mimics can hide inside our sofas, recliners, wardrobes, ottomans, and other places a mimic can comfortably wait.
So what if you just what if you just sit down on the sofa? You just start doing some bed bouncing, like jumping on the sofa, just like boing boing. It's just like, oh wait, it's like, hang on, there's like a. I feel something that's underneath the sofa. Let's go check it out.
Contort their body in ways that allow them to fit inside smaller places. They also use it to expand their body, making themselves appear larger for intimidation. Another method mimics use to blend in with their ability to put on and wear
that
clothing.
angle.
Mimics put on layers
They're
of
rocking
shirts,
that.
pants, and jackets to hide their bright red skin and blend into densely populated areas. In
What if
very
he farted on the...
mimics can develop and grow to look very similar to human beings. Pairing this with clothing, it can be very hard to tell the difference between a mimic and a person right away. If you are unsure if a person is a mimic, look out for key features that may reveal their true form.
I mean...
Look for abnormal facial features, like large.
Oh! What in the hell was that? Abbreviators. Oh, damn. So that's what you think they'd look like. And this is what they actually look like.
Like large, bulbous eyes, flat noses, wide mouths and an uncanny smile,
what if they're just really
and
happy?
clammy skin. Also pay attention to other exposed body
Hold
parts.
on. I swear this is just the thing. This is the thing.
Mimic people will have long fingers with no fingernails. If you are unable to see their face or hands, watch their walking pattern. Mimics' legs are long and hunched. Their walking will be unusual and irregular.
Sorry, I have exactly the image. So what you're telling me is that John Lennon's a mimic. My entire brain's been rewired. What?
Here is what you do if you are met with a mimic.
All right, tell me.
If it stands before you, do not panic. Stand your ground and try to appear larger. Wave your hands and make plenty of noise.
Yeah, I could do that.
Maintain eye contact. A mimic will hesitate to attack a potential threat. If you are armed with a weapon,
you just cuss it out. We're just like, yo, your mum, yeah?
aim for the head or legs. These are the best areas to hit to immobilize the threat. Fight back and don't let it get a hold on you.
Fight back!
If you find a mimic that hasn't discovered you yet, stay out of sight. Call the authorities and alert them of your location.
911.
Stay where you are to avoid startling the mimic. If the mimic gives chase, run. Try to get somewhere out of sight and hide. Do not leave the area. Officials will need to locate you to help. Stay low and stay quiet. With the information you have learned, use it well and stay safe.
Wait, is that all the information about defending? But it's a 21-minute video. What's the rest going to be about? Is it going to be a mimic encounter? But the documentary said don't use weapons. Oh, wait. That living meat organization. What if they're just the cult? All right, so what's this one about? Evidence tape. Christopher and Janice case 1983. Observe footage for confidential information completed. Discard and destroy all copies of this tape immediately. Ooh. Ooh, spelling error.
Got it. Let's see. Yep, it's working.
Hey, can we get a move on?
1 sec. Yeah.
We're going into found footage territory now.
Okay. Hello.
I thought you only had 30 minutes of tape on that.
I know, but just gotta see how it works. Like,
Yeah, well,
I never got to
don't
use
have
one of
all
these.
I do like this
You're the only
home
person
video
who told
feel.
me, so you're gonna have to put up with it.
Fine.
Screw you. Screw you.
Screw you.
Whoa, language.
Still way too dark. 1 sec.
There we go.
Hello.
Oh, brother, no, wait, they're going out in the dark on their ones.
Oh, there we go. You got some light now. But look at that over there.
Oh, they're cooked.
Can't see anything unless I like point directly over there.
That's foreshadowing. They're so cooked.
Can't see nothing.
Are you sure we should be out this late?
Fine. I'll cook you stuff when we get home.
No, go home.
Too bad.
I'm just waiting. They've been walking for a while.
Shit.
They've been walking for a while.
Right, but for some reason.
Uh-oh.
Like, it's the best thing I could get my hands on, though. Turning on and off, but it's the only thing that they would give me.
Is it? Well, what do you mean? Who's they?
Gotta watch.
This is gnarly.
Oh, then they're off the path now. Slender's gonna be there.
We're almost there. We just gotta get through the woods.
They have to go through the woods. Yeah, this is bait.
You see it though? Hopefully I show up on camera though. Hopefully there are lights out there.
They're not going to the host, are they?
Live there, right?
Because they would have no other.
Can't be that bad.
Pretty dark for me.
It's not gonna. No, they're not. They're not possessed.
It was just one guy. I don't know why. Like, why would they get rid of everything?
Wait, hold on. They said one guy. Wait, hold on.
But it was just one. Like, people still live there, right? Can't be that bad.
Pretty dark for me.
But it was just one guy. I don't know why. Like, why would they get rid of everything?
Why would they get rid of evidence? Is what they said. I think.
Dogs barking are never a good sign.
Yeah, so go home.
The sky looks nice.
Go home.
Can't capture it.
Be with your significant other. Had sex or something. Like, this is such a waste of time.
Capture the ground in front of me.
So, what are we doing out here exactly?
Well, supposedly they found some guy. Like it was like a grody scene. Like, it was disgusting. Like they had to get rid of the trailer he was in, and then like they didn't let anyone nearby, and it was like this big conspiracy.
Oh no.
I'm filming that.
Oh no.
Get a good mark for it.
Not for the views. In the 80s.
There we go. We're getting
No, not for the clouds. You don't do that for the clouds.
You know where we're going.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're on the road. We're right next to it.
On the road again?
Like, it's literally up there.
Okay.
Come on.
She's being dragged along for this, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah. I'm still hungry.
Soon, okay.
Blood said hungry. And this is 1983, is allegedly when this is set.
Almost there. It'll be like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay? We're on the road. We're almost there. We just got past the tree line and make the way to the trailer park. Then we can go home. Okay?
Wait, stop! It's not just the walk. It was the fact that the sleeves are the way they are, like that. We can't see the hands. We're tripping.
Okay? I don't want to be out here either. It's weird.
You can see your other hand. That's why I was like, I had to make sure.
Right here. You go ahead. You can't see it.
In before they're both mimics. That would be funny. But yeah, I am really like. See, look, our hands are there. It should be fine.
There should be a path. Right there. Yeah, right here.
I think they're both gonna get killed by the mimic. If there's a mimic there.
I found the path. We're all good.
Because this is found footage that needs to be discarded immediately. So I think the dude's gonna get killed and the girl's gonna come out of it traumatized. I don't think both of them are making it out. Okay, that doesn't look like. I'm trying to look very closely to see if I can see. I keep thinking those lights are eyes. Where's she? I haven't heard anyone else in a bit. They've gotten lost. Oh, there's something on that path. They did not split up. They're over here. So they're trying to find the cabin area?
Yo, look at this. I didn't see this on my way over here last time. Like, we could get a shot of this in, like, atmosphere, you know?
It just looks like tetanus to me.
Hold till... One sec, let me get good lighting on that.
Oh yeah, get that
There we
cinematic
go,
lighting. Yeah.
Cool. We're on the flat part now. Yeah, we're close. Trailer should be right up ahead.
Oh, so they're heading over to a trailer where a mimic is probably going to be waiting.
This is where everyone was. There's no one here now, though. Not a single building in sight. Except, like, way over there.
In before Monolith.
But there's no one here. It's the strangest thing. This is the spot. Right
Where?
here. Yeah. This thing.
Oh, let's see.
Okay. So you take the camera and the light.
Here we go.
Point at me, but don't point at my eyes, please. Make sure.
It's gonna be like behind him.
Like a barf bag.
Alright, give me a second.
I'm trying to see if I can see anything behind him, but I can't. Oh, bigger sensor. Oh, is this meant to be like a news kind of thing? Maybe it's an expose. They said it was a suicide. Most people moved away. We could still cut.
But the witnesses that did catch an eye of what happened say the scene was much too grisly to be that.
It was a mimic or a host. So the police were called after the police were called after they saw this grisly scene. After they see the scene, the police just closes everything off. Everyone moves out. The official ruling is that it's a suicide, but witnesses who were actually there said that it's too grisly to be a suicide. It's a mimic, isn't it? And the police aren't saying anything. And that's why he's here. Oh, it is an expose there, not surviving.
Grizzly way too much.
What?
You said grizzly way too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Okay, should I retry?
Sure.
No, not a retry.
That one turned out alright, I think.
Okay, they did a retry. It's time to go.
Why is it rolling?
It's time to go.
Did you catch that?
Oh.
30 minutes to film, and yet you screwed it. I needed someone to film.
Wait, what? Oh, it didn't film that.
No hard feelings, okay?
Okay.
Oh no! Didn't film it. That's the equivalent of like recording an entire gaming video and then you look at your recording status and it wasn't recording the whole time.
Like, back there was the perfect time for a serial killer to just jump out and grab us, you know?
Cut it out.
He said that was a perfect time for a thing to jump out and grab us.
Fair enough as is.
Is he gonna like do a cat scare?
Chris?
It has to be a fake out, right?
Chris? Chris? Where are you?
Wait, did Chris actually genuinely just disappear? Or is he faking it?
Come on. This isn't funny.
I didn't know Mimic was silent like that. Did he get got?
Chris! I just want to go home. Come on.
He's dead. Go. It's time to go.
Fine. I guess I'm going home without you.
Yes.
I'm cold,
Yeah.
tired, and hungry.
Yes. Yes.
You want to stay out here and play games, you can.
Yes. Yes. Go home. Does she know the way back? She doesn't know the way back, does she? You can hear like breathing. Swear I hear another set of footsteps. Oh my god, Dad, you don't have tree. You don't do that, bro. Wait. Oh, she's lost. Oh, she's lost.
Chris?
Oh.
What are you doing? Chris, this isn't funny.
Make yourself big, make a lot of noise! Don't run silently! You better not trip over. Cardio! Go on! Get that cardio in! I don't know why, but that help sounded independent of the breathing. I need to hear that again. That sounded cut in. That's the mimic. Did she fall over? She fell. No, she fell over. Oh no! Wait, damn, all the way home? Or is that the trailer? Oh! No! I told you! What did I say? Imagine going all the way home for the... Ah. Wait. Damn. Nope. 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 Yeah, well, it wasn't gonna make it. Wasn't gonna make it. But I win the bet. I won the bet. I said they both weren't going to make it out alive, and they both died. Ah, how about that? The critters led the prince out of the cave up to the top of the hill. The prince had something wider and showed him the forest. This is our home, full of wonder and beauty, although the forest struggled to provide for all us critters and we are facing disaster. Can you help us? All right, let's go to Species Anomaly Report. Carnis Species Log 14. Abnormality Documentation. Harvester. 1989. Damn, no 87? I think they're both lying. What if the cult's just running everything? Oh! God! Damn! Oh! Oh, that looks... The image looks creepier than... I was like, that image just doesn't look right. No, don't tell me the kids went and got harvested. No. 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 Kids dying in my analog. Hold on a second. Why does it feel like a investigation, discovery, true crime episode with like all the abstract graphics? Is that the... Are those the roots from it? Hold on. Are they growing out? This is underground, isn't it? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I ain't fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you. Oh, hell no. Are they still going around the... Are they shuffling? Kid's dead. Kid's dead. Kid's dead. Oh, kid's very dead. Oh, that's some very, very dead. That's some very, very dead. Wait, is that a skull? Is that a skull? Yeah, this is the family that was mentioned in the article. Oh! Damn, that is loud. Youngest child got... Oh, the youngest child got hard. Oh my God. My ears really enjoyed that. Editor, are your ears all right? All right, September 1st. October 1st. Wait, hang on. Wasn't this the epicenter of the... Wasn't this around here where the Singularity was? They're heading towards the Singularity. Hold on a sec. Ow. Ow. Owie. Ow. Oh, damn. Oh, the whole family. It's one by one. Both of them are rotting. Yes, the mother. And the son. Oh! What was that? Are they implying that the prince is the... Oh. This is immediately after they asked, saying that there's not enough resources. And the prince went and did that. Oh, the prince is giving them meat. Okay, for real, can't they die quietly? Yeah, why just ASMR dying? All right, flavor enhancer commercial.
Flavor.
Yeah.
The most crucial component to enjoying a good meal. The way food tastes is what makes eating so pleasurable.
Mmm.
But what if you could savor every little detail you could possibly...
The cult!
...want?
The cult!
That is why we, at Nodule Co.
Yeah, that's a front. That is a front. Established in 1990.
Made it so that you may enjoy every single bite you take. With our product, the Flavor Enhancer, you can extract every last morsel of taste from your plate. With overwhelming demand for this essential product, even since our start earlier this year, we have delivered what you wanted.
That's the Spore.
Now introducing the Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Now packaged in...
Sorry, that specific After Effects effect, I know exactly how to do that. That felt so out of place.
Larger size and modified recipe, there is now even more savory goodness to go around. Since our debut in mid-1990, the Flavor Enhancer has shown to be a major hit, with our product flying off the shelves. The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe will allow us to satisfy your growing, tasting needs. Now allowing you to add even more enhancer to your dinner, making your food even better to enjoy.
That just looks like hot curry powder.
The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe, available on shelves now.
Bellow. Apply Art Enhancer Bellow 60 degrees. 60 degrees Celsius! I'm only joking. But wasn't it from 45 degrees that one of the Vita Carnis was optimal at? It was 45 degrees. That was a crawl. Or it's one of them.
Nodule Co. Experience true savor.
Oh, the bomb's gonna go off! There's a bomb under the table and it's about to go off!
These larger serving sizes make dining even more pleasant.
I worked at a restaurant. 60 degrees Celsius is the minimum temp required to kill off bacteria and spores.
Now allowing more generous amounts of enhancer at a time.
Oh, wow. Why is this voice... Why does voice sound a lot... Wait.
Now available in stores near you. Nodule Co. Experience true save.
Did he try it? Wait, did the narrator try it? And now he's undergoing the effect. Hold on a second. So it's good.
Make your taste buds pop with the new Deluxe size. Make tasting even more awesome.
Even more awesome?
Spoil your kids with this essential part of every meal.
They're all trying it and they have the effect where they're they start getting
New trier.
They're all getting sent to the host. Yes, we watched the cooking video.
Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. required for
bread.
all... No matter how small it seems, just a little more. It is crucial to everyday eating.
Oh, hey. This is like different. They are, each of the narrators are like trying it and they're getting sent to the host, which means that every time they get sent to the host and the host completely eviscerates them, they get another one to do it. Whoa! They all want it! The cult members! I saw that! The spores! That is such an evil company logo that I'm like, obviously that was what's gonna be oh, there it is, the Singularity. The prince gathered what he could and then set sail onward. Once the prince returns home, they will come back to the island and return to the critters, and that is the flag of the... Oh, I get it! Uncovered documents! That's just the ad again. Newly rebranded product is an instant hit with record sales. Uh-oh. Files confiscated or not released to the public. Ooh. Is safe to consume. Nutri is facing charges after numerous reports of sickness after consumption of their product, the flavor enhancer. We kind of already know where this is going. And there he is. What if he's the... What if he's the prince? Or at least the cult leader? Oh, that's the... It's like the network. Oh, wait, whoa, what is that? Oh, it's growing out of the... Okay. Carcus, wow, what a name. The private organization of Containment and Research Conduit Association Society has been experiencing backlash from government agencies about cooperation and violation of newly introduced policies of something. Yeah, cordyceps are a fungus that controls the body and the mind of the ant. But again, isn't that also linked with the effects of the spores in the flavor? New log message to Carcus. Interesting. So that's uncovered documents. Let's just go straight to the next one. The message. So this is the end of the year.
In the distant horizon,
the monolith!
The group of monoliths stand vacant. Although closed off to outsiders, their stance can be observed well outside the perimeter.
I thought they were going to fly right through it.
It is known to have hundreds of thousands of fibers that weave themselves deep underground, all connected in a grand mycelial network.
Oh, that's it.
You might be confused as to why you received this package. This was left to you because we share a common goal.
What's the goal?
I'm aware that you studied also aware that you've received backlash for doing so. Something isn't as it seems, and
The beast has been... Also, this is all of... It's all a... Hold on. It's all one big conspiracy. I told you! It's a C-O-N-spiracy.
this too. Unexplained phenomena.
Christopher.
Missing persons.
Janice.
Fatalities. And yet, no proper action. And ignorable silence about these affairs.
Why is that on caps?
Afraid and confused. Why is nothing being done?
Wait. A group of students released a nature documentary about the Carnis species, which was seized by authorities. The group, called the National Living Meat Research (NLMR), had included various amounts of sensitive material and defamation. So they aren't the cult. So the NLMR aren't the... Officials have arrested some of the suspects, while other outside sources still at large. The students claimed that they were simply working on a project for fun and didn't know about the extra material. The extra material.
They don't want us to know. We've been kept in the dark while those above us slither and miss the blind. They have slowly been numbing our minds to their schemes. But they've made one crucial error. Trails, crumbs, traces of information. I've collected these pieces and found their loose ends. This is why I've left this message to you.
Don't want to move into the island. The Singularity! And that organization.
Something has been going on these few years. Something big. Something they don't want us to know about.
Pepe Sylvia.
Just when you come in. I don't have the power to change things. But you do. Alongside the documents, our plans.
I saw the flash, by the way. I'll check it again. Hold on. It's about the Singularity. Yeah, it's about the Singularity.
You have the resources. This information I've provided to you. I hope you can put a stop to all the scandals. I just hope it isn't too late.
Interesting. So everything that's been documented so far is for what is like one person, or it's up to one man to stop everything. Hey.
Monoliths are truly an astonishing sight to behold.
Okay, so that's one more. What's the first gonna say now? Oh. The page got ripped out. The page got ripped out. So how are we supposed to know? We get no bedtime story. All right. Facility 0. So this was the finale of season 1. I think. I'm sorry, I just joined late. Don't give the severe consequences. I won't. We're just looking at what Carcus is going to do with this information.
Mission brief. Three ground teams are tasked with infiltrating a previously abandoned mall titled Facility 0.
I love how it just turned into straight up
which is
like...
located in the restricted zone based on our info. The mission will take place in 3 stages: infiltration, encirclement, and ambush.
What we're playing? Metal Gear.
Primary objective is to capture the facility and seize the items of interest for extraction. Numerous armed guards are located within the facility. Avoid detection and keep up your guard.
Several spheres composed of an unidentifiable material be located first location. That's the Singularity, I think. Carcus is an organization. It's the opposition. It's like Carcus versus the cult.
Alpha team, in position.
I wonder how this is gonna look.
In position. Gamma team, in position.
Copy. Beginning phase 1.
Anyways, chat, are we pro meat cult or anti meat cult?
Eyes on the point. Clearing pathway.
Oh, they've got everything. There's like harvesters guarding.
Pathway cleared. Give us the green light.
Bravo 6, going dark.
Copy. Green light is a go. Begin phase 2 in advance.
This looks blended. This is blended.
Copy. Beginning advance.
So there's the monolith.
All right, we're heading out. Move!
Yeah, Vita Khan living meat and the opposition is the Carcus rotting meat. It's good. It's a good naming convention. So did I send it to sleep? Yeah, this is animated. You can tell. This is cool. Ooh.
Lights off. Come on.
Off. Bro, there could be a witch nearby. Don't alert the horde. Bro, turn on. Wait, do you have night vision? Well, shooting is not gonna help. They just have to do it without the monolith affecting them. Oh, they're in the zone. They're in the zone.
Keep your distance. Single file.
I think it's GG. The soundtrack's really good. But don't look back at the monolith.
Halt. In position. Awaiting green light.
Alright, so in the shop, so it's in an abandoned shopping center. Surely you want to just nuke everything. Did you hear that? I think they got one. I think they got someone.
Eyes are secure. Turning blind. Lights green.
I like the CCTV
Copy.
views
Green
now.
light is a go. Begin phase 2 in advance.
A cult in the abandoned Westfield. The eyes are closed now. Let's see if I can notice anything. I don't see. What's that on the bottom left? They're making some distance. It's a bit too easy. We're halfway through. What if one? Oh! What if one of them gets got by a mimic? I think they breached. They've just breached. Yeah, they just breached. It's either that or it's like. I'm really invested to see whether they find what they're looking for. So like the living meat cover, the whole like cover of the living. Oh! How do they do that without making any noise? Silencers are not that quiet. Unless they just like slit their throats or something.
Alpha team in position. We are experiencing mechanical interference. Should we resume? Copy. Phase 3 is still a go. Preparing for breach.
Oh, here we go.
Breach in 3, 2, 1.
Breach! Breach! Go, 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 go! And then the monolith just sweeps them all. You have to come to that. Wait, I'm gonna get them closer together. Shoot them! Oh, there we go. Now they're shooting, but that's not gonna help anything. That's not gonna help anything. Throw a nade! No nades are thrown. Wait, shh. No one had the ray gun. Like, oh, and it's all over now. And that was the finale of Vita Carnis. So far. Now, season 2 premiered a couple of weeks ago, so we're probably going to watch that as the last one. But that was really interesting. I love how it started as just a simple documentary. I feel like this was the perfect way of expanding the story to the point where it's now an existential, a literal existential crisis where you have all these meat creatures and the cult. It all kind of comes to a head, and I really, really, really like the way that they executed the whole idea of, wow, these things are kind of living amongst us, and we don't know why until it's fed to us through each episode. And also, it's nice that there's opposition, and it's not just a, oh God, we're all gonna die, and there's nothing we can do about it. I do appreciate that it's like, there at least is some resistance. And now you have two clear sides. Maybe there's gonna be more. But that was cool. Let's just go to the start of season 2.
Today something has happened within the restricted zone, where a large group of cultists have been apprehended. Several teams of military personnel have arrested some high-ranking cultists and have unmasked their identities to the public. Shockingly, several of these members are well-renowned politicians and high-ranking members of multiple governments across the globe.
Oh! So they did get apprehended.
Atrocities that were being committed. Some of these crimes include murder, kidnapping, torture,
oh my God,
and the list goes on.
The members are found guilty of deliberately providing false information to the public in an attempt to cause harm.
The New Trier Company has been found to have very significant ties with cultist activities and has been shut down. All New Trier
I love how it's much bigger now, so you can use voice actors, yeah, instead of text-to-speech.
Farms are facing pressure to shut down. Public unrest grows as the New Trier Cult case brings more crimes that were hidden away to light.
Mimics left unchecked. Uh-oh.
By how little was actually being done.
They demand that something be done to handle.
Oh my God, Jeffrey Woods.
Riots appear in the streets as protests begin to turn.
Oh, now that this has all been exposed, it's kind of put the world upside down. It's kind of turned everything upside down because, and you have this, the singularity you have to worry about.
Welcome to Magister's Wonders. I am the Magister.
It's even animated and everything. You can tell the
all of the world's wonders.
All right, let's go for it.
Today, we are learning about the circle of life.
No, we're not. Oh, I wanted to learn. Oh, head director and doctor of Carcus, 1991. So this is a couple of months, 6 months later.
We still know very little about the nature of the entities. There are 7 singularities in total. Each singularity is roughly 1 meter in diameter. They are made of an unknown material, although it looks and feels very similar to glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's glass.
We are unable to sample it in fear of causing potential damage. The material is very dark in color, but has red shimmers of light swirling inside. There are some hints of other colors present.
7 singularities, 7 continents, 7 circles of hell.
It's mostly dominated by the red. Each entity hovers above the ground in a stationary position, although they can be moved with relative ease. Our equipment can detect some subtle pulses of energy in rhythmic but random patterns.
That's a killer beat. There's 9. No, there's a, do you 7 card? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the joke in my RPG Maker video. I said 7 circles of hell. I think I said the 7 cycles of game development or the 7 circles of hell. That sounds like a laugh.
We don't know what they are. We don't know if it is breathing or communicating. We don't even truly know if they are even organic. This is nothing new, just confirming what we already know. Our first experiment
turn the game console off right now.
The most we got was some interference with electronics, especially when there is more than one kept close together. But the experiment we conducted showed extremely significant results. The experiment played out like this. In test chamber 1, a live cow was released into the chamber with V1 for an extended period. They were left together for 24 hours. The test showed minimal results from the entity,
an
increase in stress from the cow.
That cow's schmoovin'.
The body of a cow was put into the chamber with V1
No!
for 24 hours. The results were extraordinary.
A dead one instead. Does it take it? Oh! It completely eviscerated it!
5 hours after the whole body had been ingested, concentrations of Crawl rapidly grew from
it made Crawl from it
within the chamber. What this could mean, it rewrites everything we knew about the Vita Carnis species.
That's how they did that. So they
First, a young larva hatches from within its egg. It will roam around and find food to help it grow and grow. Once they are big enough, they transform into a pupa. And after some more time, they transform into an adult beetle. The adult beetle will go out into the world in search of food.
Audio log.
Call specialist.
Progress report for crawl samples. Cultivation has been successful. So far, we grew them with 3 specific environmental factors. 1 is our control group, 2 with access to additional nutrition sources, and 3 with exposure to radio signals.
Oh.
Group 1 grew on par with standard crawl samples. No distinct abnormalities.
That's sick.
Group 2 grew at a faster pace than the control group, as expected. No distinct abnormalities.
Wait, the prince left the singularity for the little guy so it would make the stuff for them when something dies near it. Infinite food.
Once the device was claimed, it switched to usual growth patterns. Again, no distinct abnormalities. In conclusion, the samples that were grown in V1's test chamber don't seem to differ from others grown from other sources.
The duplication
Still,
glitch.
we will continue with more factors and further groups, just in case. There have been some developments in the propagation group. V1 samples have seemingly been able to produce nodules at a slightly quicker rate than wild samples. Control groups show that V1 samples begin node development a few days faster. More time will be needed to say for sure. As for the nodes themselves, there aren't any distinct abnormalities. We've successfully hatched a dozen Carnis juveniles.
I thought I heard something on my right.
Several trimmings, 2 meat snakes, and even 1 mimic.
A mimic from that?
To the enclosures after everyone's reports get sent out.
There's gonna be a breakout. There's gonna be a cabin in the woods tier breakout.
And then is ground into a fine mince and is now ready.
Oh no! Don't scran that. Dr. Fawn Panitero, trimming specialist.
Audio log. Progress report for trimming colony. Significant progress in learning the social patterns of a group of trimmings we have been keeping together. A new batch of juveniles were added to the main colony at the beginning of the new progress report. They were accepted into the community immediately,
No
Oh,
conflict
the trimmings look a lot like. I'd say it looked nicer.
They provide the circumstances to document more of their interactions.
Because they can use Blender now.
Trimmings communicate through a series of vocal cues. Colony members meeting the new batch with squeaks and squeals. They also are not afraid to show us when they are upset. Trimmings also use some physical displays as well. For example, trimmings do a chewing or chatter motion with their mouths when they are happy or interested in something. The experiment that we performed was to explore the extent of their
I like the
communication
mixture of
skills.
IRL and Blender footage.
The test went like this. We took one of the trimmings and had them in place in a modified enclosure. A speaker would play 2 separate audio cues.
Document results.
A positive cue would play, followed by a treat. And a negative cue, followed by a small spray of cold water. We did several rounds of both audio cues to condition the trimming's response.
Oi! They're Pavloving them, yeah. Don't bully the trimming. I was instantly awake for that. Oh, don't do that, Stuffy. He's just a little guy. No, it's abuse.
After the test, the trimming was released back to its colony. And after a few hours, we tested how much the trimmings communicated. Another speaker was placed near the colony's enclosure, where we played the same audio cues.
It's like musical chairs.
To see how layered their social interactions can be. Although, we tried something a bit bizarre.
What did you do?
We found out that a wild colony had settled around the facility recently.
Oh no. Did they kill him?
It was strange. What we did.
What did you do?
It was a long shot. We set up a radio device near the wild colony and near ours. We linked both devices up and played the cues.
Okay.
There's many dangers out there in the world. There are many predators that would love to have beetles for a snack. And unfortunately, not all beetles...
It's a whole hive mind.
Yes, it is sad, but that's how the circle of life works. But look, one of the beetles has laid eggs. And once the beetle's eggs hatch, the beautiful cycle starts again. And life continues on.
The infinite glitch. And there it is. Oi! And now, that's it for Vita Carnis. For now, that's up there. That's that one. That one's fairly top tier because A, I really like the fact that there's opposition, and B, it's like, you know, for something that's purely fictional, you actually learn a fair bit. It's not like, so there's like, we're all gonna die, and there's like a killer out there that's been killing people, and they killed loads of people really, really hard. It's actually something pretty cool and good and really awesome. I don't know, I really liked it. With that being said though, I'm excited to see more. There's not much I could really say other than like, I just really enjoyed it. I will, when I make the main channel video about analog horror in general, I'm going to articulate my thoughts a little bit better, but I really, really like this. So if you guys have suggestions for things that you want me to watch, leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for those of you guys who are watching on the second channel, I'll see you guys in another video.